a lot easier. Now it's on Sheo. Two options. One is find the Karthus and push the Karthus out of his jungle, interrupt this clear to make him not scale as well in that sense. Two, spam gank the hell out of every lane, blow all their flashes, kill the Tristana Prio, but with like a level 3 gank mid, and then Karthus is back to his my lanes are getting pushed in, I need help kind of scenario. Both.
I mean, you know.
Unless the enemy laner's DC, I'm convinced that's a record. Look at Sheo. Here comes the spam gank early action force plays rather than invading. Because look, he's finished 3 camps. Karthus is on his 6th camp, right? There's no way you can get there in time. So it's a dive top angle. Razork, I mean, they have bot push, so he can't invade his bot side, but they need to pull this off here, BDS.
Wonder what can you actually do to get out of this one? Absolutely nothing.
So Karthus helps the volatile lanes with ult, but before that, Karthus can't help the volatile lanes without ult. So
on the bottom side, have a full combo. LeBron coming in, but even Unbreakable at this point is going to be just a little bit late, trying to fire back. Forced accident cuts the blow, forcing out the cleanse in the trade. Well played by BDS. Feather pullback doesn't connect, however.
So now bot lane's in a very precarious state. I'll hold my breath as I jump in here and get a flash.
Humanoid getting aggressive. Wall of Pain now laid down. Nuke immediately forced to flash out, but he's already been slowed, and Humanoid wants a bit more. The reset, leaping in and leaping right back out.
He's level 6 at 5 minutes. What? There's a Karthus ult on the map. Wunder's level 4. Like, what?
It's like, oh, there's only a 40 CS difference between the two junglers.
Yeah, sure.
Should be secure for Sheo, though.
Well, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Closer to level 6. Still a full level behind. But this will be Fnatic denying BDS first dragon. This will, I mean, BDS loves their first dragon.
Yeah. I can tell you if this was solo queue Karthus, he doesn't walk into river. He just takes Poppy's top side. I don't care about dragon. I take raptors, I take Krugs, I ward, I go to my top side again. Just keep the power farming machine alive. And, oh, Humanoid instant
back, instant combo! What? It's big oh my god! What? Oh,
they're playing tennis with Nuke!
Oh my god! That was one of the coolest things I have seen in a really long time.
Dude,
wow.
Screw Nadal. Let's see
we need a name for that. What is that?
That's Wimbledon, baby, right there. That right there is Wimbledoners. Really bring home those advantages.
He's going to start off the Herald now.
Suffering from success.
Yeah. I don't think he's suffering at all. That's what I will say. That's going to be the 2-man root. Tribby now immediately going to go for the follow-up. Nice bit of disengage there as Nuke flashes out to safety. Ticking time bomb. Leandry's burning. Oh, you can't do him like that. The rich just getting richer.
Level 9 ticked over for Razork. He gets
We're going
the
to the moon.
As well. Oh my word. Fnatic are running away with this early game. Now we kind of have to think things for BDS. Adam kind of continuing to perform in the way that he did in game 1. Of course, that early gank doing him wonders. But now the rest of the map really snowballing. A full tower secured for Humanoid. 2 plates in the bot lane. They're going to get another hit off as well in mid.
And compositionally, if you just look at the comps, Fnatic having a small gold lead wouldn't be nearly as difficult as it was in the previous game to come back. BDS have more tools to come back, more tools to fight, but this is not a small gold lead. This is crushing. So while they have a Poppy, while they have a lot of creative tools to disrupt fights, Razork is very scary.
That was. Did he even hit the second Q there?
No, yeah, he did. He did.
Wait, he hit one.
I thought that was just a single Q.
Yeah, I think he hit 2 Qs on the Poppy there as he was recalling. So,
Cables are VAR.
Yeah, it was 2. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
We're going to have VAR in this game. We're seeing so many different kinds of what's going on.
Wonder going to try to hold on here again. The last strong point of the map is Adam on the top side. He's going to make good on that early investment, or is he? Wonder still living! This man's career is just surviving. He's healing. Adam taken down.
Wunder's doing his job perfectly. Razork farming the map. Wunder tank all the ganks. And he's one of our best top laners tanking ganks.
It's always Wunder. Always trying to tank the gank, because once again we go for the setup here.
And look, is that bot camps that are available?
Ooh, is that the level 4 camps ready for me on Wolves? But there's the Grom. Looks like Crowny's like,
that a level 10 for Razork?
Instead of, yeah, Radiant Virtue coming out for Sheo. He's going to take the 2-level L in a second in 12 minutes, which is the worst position as a jungler. You're just so mentally out of it. You're like, well, I give up. I'm not farming. I'll give all my camps to my carries and just be a tank bot. But this is a comp with Karthus. It's going to be sitting on 2 Drakes.
Yes, it is. I mean, props to Wonder. He played that dive about as well as he could have.
Yeah, getting a 1-for-1.
Adam tanking the tower for 1 too many shots. Meant that Wonder had a window to flash. Then he could build the rage, get the heal off from his Q. And then, as you rightly said, Drake was trade 1-for-1. He's the Razork just...
You know, 2 very different games. BDS, when they were winning, it felt like choking out Fnatic, whereas Fnatic much more explosive with the composition they put together. As Humanoid trying to backstep, but doesn't get the timing quite right. Nuke now firing back, but again, the 2-level discrepancy here, making it so hard for him to punish. And LeBron, that's not your jungle anymore. That belongs to the skeleton. with $1 million. He purchased that land at a discount rate from your very broke poppy.
Adam trying to trade back here. He should be able to... Never mind, he's not getting that kill.
Nope.
Is that a solo kill?
Technically, yes.
Is he
Now here comes the rain down. Crowny gonna try to fire back. Humanoid leaping out. No! Knocks him out of the sky. Questionable serve there from Humanoid, but does still get a kill.
Yeah, if Crowny wasn't there, that would have looked really cool. Because he would have got the reset on the card still, and then he would have jumped out. But not in time, and you can see Razork rushing a Rabadons. 135 CS, 2k gold lead now. And for Fnatic, it's not only do you have the luxury of having side lane push and winning side lanes now that Wunder got that kill with the card assault in the pressure, but also you're stacking dragons. You can just constantly just look for a dragon soul.
What isn't he stacking right now? Like, only a Medjay, as far as I can tell.
He could have gone Cole. You know?
Cull Medjay.
Yeah, Cole, take the lane minions, everything is his. Funnel.
Side
Bring
lane.
back funnel.
Humanoid now going top. It's like, hello boys, you've been ganking my top laner. Here's some...
Knock up, no stun on a Humanoid. Humanoid's going to delete Adam. They're going to go for the knockback into the wall. Humanoid is still alive. He's going to wait for that to expire because there's no kill pressure on him, and those Nuke wants to fully commit, and he managed to find it. So finally, BDS find a sliver of hope on the top side of the map. Knockback now. Lebrov will be sacrificed here. Has to walk back to the wall of pain. That was a tough one.
Definitely a bit of a blunder there from Lebrov. After they get that kill onto Humanoids, he then face checks the brush, gets knocked back into Razork, and then even commit...
So the next Herald is going to spawn up a minute until that third Drake for Fnatic if they do want to go for it. Of course, the threat onto Baron from either side is pretty significant as we get later in the game. For now, Razork just going to be uncontested on the second Herald spawn. Here comes the next attempt on the Wunder, but I think they're just looking for the tower objective bounty. Trying to zone Wunder away from getting the creep so they can actually force this down. And they'll look to back away. Moving out, we'll grab a tower back. Get a nice bit of gold in their pocket. Still a 5k deficit here.
Dragon in 32 seconds now. Fnatic need to quickly reset, get back out on the map. Low is going to be a little late here, along with Trimby. So vision control is okay, but they really don't have much control over the river. Unfortunately for them, Duke doesn't have TP, and it looks like that he's not going to reset to contest.
The good news for BDS is they have a locket. Bad news is Karthus is past level 11 and has a death cap at 17 minutes. So the locket will help a little bit, mitigate that initial impact. But you talked about ulting early in a fight, Mark, Cajal, in the previous game. This is a pretty easy decision if BDS do try to contest. Also level 13 inbound. That's a 3 level. It's painful, you know, you're in a competitive game, it's stronger, you just have to suck it up. You're 3 levels down. You have to accept it and just know that you're a tank bot. And yeah, here comes a push for bots here too. Looks like they have a wave stacked up. They've dropped complete mid push, but they have
all 5 members of bot side of that right now. Razork
dropped.
Did not put that Herald where he wanted to.
Delaying the charge.
Maybe it was genius. Maybe they got the tower without the charge because BDS thought it was gone. Now the Herald will probably just die for no reason, unless they want to try and threaten.
They're going to escort it in.
A bit risky here, but Fnatic happy to take that risk. Razork just lays down the wall of pain. They're shredding through the wave. Double 80 carries into Karthus. Yeah, should crash without nobody about it.
Good damage.
Charge coming through, and Razork just returning to his home, the jungle, where he farms.
No. Sheo's jungle.
Sheo's jungle. No, it's Razork's jungle. I don't know. Again, he purchased the land. We've been over this. Knock up into Crowny. Crowny now immediately going to be forced to ult, but Fnatic just walk away. Excellent discipline there on the play. Not overcommitting, not risking anything, just happy to have the ult.
I mean, I will say they did commit Trimby's flash there. I might hurt him later. Razork was found Sheo.
Sheo now the knockback to the wall. Crowny, does he have the room to follow up? Knock up there from Sheo. That's the full combo, but Humanoid going over the wall, knowing that that's an easy target. That's a stopwatch. Crowny picked it up just a moment ago, but it will not be enough. Noah coming over the wall, cleansing, laying down so much damage, but it's Humanoid on the backside. Nuke now running. Knockback there, and down comes the Requiem for BDS. Lebrov will burn to death. Nuke just barely holding on. Yeah, he can use the lifesteal onto the creeps, get a little bit of healing through as Leandris ticks away at his health bar. But I think the most important thing here is Summoner's Blow. Nuke maybe looking to see if they can.
But Fnatic's just going to take this tower.
They see them, so they're just going to run it down mid.
All right, time for Tristana to delete a tower, as God intended. She can take that tower. All the champion does is shred objectives.
She is a battering ram.
And that's going to be inhibitor down. Of course, BDS went for, oh, yeah, there it is. Went for a little jaunt, just fishing for anything at this stage. Now Noah's going to place it, and he's going to aggro the Baron. Gun. Yeah, get his green one up, it looks like, but yeah, no Baron Force coming in. They're waiting for the Dragon. Wonder Space ready with TP. Trimby, knockback, Lebrov, unbreakable the wrong way. That's going to cost him his life, just about. Oh, that's embarrassing.
What's everyone's HP? How much gold did he just get from that first strike hit? I think he got like 300 or something.
That was a worthwhile investment. Oh, Noah committing the Gale Force.
Now flashing out to safety again. Fnatic in such a dominant position. Inhibitor down as well. Do they just want to push in and try to end here?
You got 206 gold from Persigar there, plus the kill.
So he's basically like Draven.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to secure these Dragon Soul. They don't even want to force the Baron or flip it or allow any sort of steal. Comes in the 4-level lead for the Karthus.
Just like game one, if you're the losing team, you're mainly just thinking about what can we change for next game. Obviously, Fnatic realized why their Karthus
fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. So these plays will always start to backfire and become even more difficult. So Fnatic will just pick up an easy Baron, shield, tingle.
Yeah, Trimby going to keep him out of the area. This is, again, clean Baron take for Fnatic, as expected, with the nigh insurmountable gold lead that they have managed to build up. Adam will fire back with an objective bounty on the bottom side. Nice to have that bit of extra gold.
Yeah, it's just, it's kind of a matter of time at this point. Very similar to what we saw in game one. BDS had such a great draft in game one. They completely mitigated what the Karthus wanted to do. Crowny, with his Cogmore, was completely untouched. But now we just see good adaptation from Fnatic moving into the second game. They're now beginning their siege onto the base of BDS.
And we'll see if blue side continues to remain the favorite for both teams, as BDS will have the luxury of side selection if they do lose this game. Trimby on stage, trying to keep calms clean, asking his teams to remember when it was time to play aggro. Nice thing about being in the studio, you can just hear everything Trimby says to his team.
He's also just loud.
Reminds me of Yank also.
Walk up here, Fnatic. They have the TP on the Renix ready. Mid inhibs down. If they can get this top inhib down, they can move into bot. But eventually BDS are going to have to match this bot wave or engage. And Fnatic are waiting for them to make that decision. Are you going to cover this bot side and we're going to get this inhibitor, or are you going to fight us and we're going to have to TP in and fight you back? If they do nothing, they're just going to lose triple inhib.
Right now, BDS is opted
to
do nothing. Yeah, seeing that this is, or deciding this is not their window of opportunity to fight, but hard to imagine many other windows left remaining as Fnatic pushing in, ready to end. 3 inhibitors down, don't even need to wait for double super creeps. Down goes the Requiem, Poppy ult comes out. They're going to deny the Requiem, they're going to kick the fight off immediately. Managed to isolate Trimby off to the side. Humanoid, excuse me, as he's burned through. Adam finding a single kill, but no, again, untouched. Razor returning to the fight. BDS are simply too far behind. 10 minutes earlier, at a little bit less of a gold deficit. Maybe they could have found advantage in the fight with the Poppy ult. The stun coming in from the Jax will not be enough. Kill on the Humanoid will not stop this push from coming through as Nuke is knocked back into the waiting arms of Noah. Razor just continuing to lay the Skittles down. Wonder on a killing spree as Lebrov just going to retreat right back to the fountain. Fnatic striking back in game 2 to tie up the series.
2 very